So let's talk about this closer situation. Ryan Walker had a couple of rough outings.
Mhm.
Camilo came in and pitched some ninth innings. Tyler Rogers has been great in his role. Randy Rodriguez has been great in his role. We already mentioned Hayden. Spencer Bivens has been outside of walking, like he's had a couple of walks here and there, but he's been fantastic of late as
Oh,
well.
yeah.
Who, like, if you had, let me ask you the question this way. Okay, it's the beginning of the ninth inning. You can choose from Ryan Walker, Camilo Duvall, Tyler Rogers, or Randy Rodriguez. Which pitcher makes you feel less anxious that he is on the mound to close out a game?
Depends on the day. I mean, it honestly depends on the day. But I think right now I still feel best about Ryan Walker. I honestly do. Um, I still feel most nervous about Camilo because it for Camilo, it's batter to batter, honestly. I mean,
Mhm.
the other day he came in and he came in a closer situation. He went ball one, ball two. And I was like, and they weren't even close. And I was like, come on, man, you gotta don't throw out Camilo and have him start throwing and walking guys out there, because then he's going to get in his head and it's going to be kind of a mess. Um, I don't know about Randy Rodriguez. We haven't seen him in that closer role, and
Yeah,
I'd
you don't
like
know if
to
he's
see
got that
one.
mentality.
Exactly, and I wanna see that. I know Tyler Rogers does, so I'm not worried about him. Whenever he's out there, I feel good. Yeah, I mean, somebody's gotta run into one and hit a home run every now and then, but God, his numbers over the last, like, 5 or 6 years are only second, I think, to Emmanuel Clase. I think everybody would take Clase on your team,
The
so you would definitely
absolute
take Rogers.
opposite style of pitchers too.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, totally.
I
And
think
Clase
the
is blowing up lately. I don't know what his problem is, but
the answer for me is probably still Walker. I
yeah.
feel less anxious with him on the mound. Some of it is also that it's almost like Doval is like a son, and I want to protect him from all of the bad media stories that come out on him whenever he throws a bad inning.
Yeah.
It's still Walker, but it's also partly because we haven't really seen that many Walker blowups. He still
Yeah.
has that equity, but again, if you're talking about sort of the big picture of are you a closer, are you not a closer, he has only been doing this for less than a full year. So
Right.
he's got to continue to do it, I think. And he's never done it in the playoffs. Camilo has pitched in the playoffs before. So that is also part of it. But I think it's an interesting thing and a kind of an interesting question to follow for the entire season because they do have arms. And like I said, Spencer Bivens is a great long man, but he also just gets people out in funky ways. And so you feel completely fine. Like if he's in the game and the Giants are down 2-0, you're like, cool. He's going to throw 2 innings and they'll still be in the ball game. He'll be fine. And then even Lou Trevino getting some work in. So they're utilizing the arms, and it's good because you don't want one singular arm to get completely burnt out. If you have multiple arms who are just putting up zeros, and you only have one lefty in the whole bullpen, and he's not getting burnt out.
Yeah.
So things are good there, and that's maybe the part of the team I think I would say I'm most confident about, even more than the starting pitching, is just the bullpen.
Yeah. I think the other thing too is, if you can get Ryan Walker through this, it just makes him tougher. If he can come out on the other end and no failure in that ninth inning situation, that's good. Because if you're just successful 100% of the time and you don't blow any saves, we don't know what you're like. The coaches don't know what it's like. You don't know what it's like when you hit a stretch like this. How is he going to come out of it? Well, now you can see if he does come out of it and he gets 12, 13 save chances in a row and gets them all and then blows one, you have that confidence to say, well, we've seen him come out of this before. It's one, it's one blown save, no big deal. So you do need to see that in your closers, I think. You can't just be complacent and say, well, I want a guy who's 100% perfect all the time, and if he blows it once, now we got to turn to somebody else. And there aren't many major league managers that are like that, unless you're Billy Martin, maybe.
Yeah, it's like you could have someone like Brian Wilson who he's got to walk like 2 guys every time just to get loose and then strike out the next 3 guys. Like he creates
exactly.
the closer role for himself. He creates the anxiety in the game for himself almost to get pumped up.